Hey everyone, Coach Johnson here with another activity for you this week called Mathercise, okay? But as always, before we get started with our activities, we like to stretch and warm up. So if you haven't done that yet, pause the video, go stretch, warm up, get loose, and when you're ready, come back and press play. So today, like I said, we are doing Mathercise. And how it works is you're going to start with a blank math addition problem. So you can have a blank spot, a plus sign, a blank spot, equal sign, and another blank spot. Okay, so you can do this on a piece of paper, or if you're going to follow along in the video with me, just watch what I put up on the board. And another thing you are going to need is a die, which is a singular dice, right? If you don't have a die and you want to do the activity on your own at home, you can always make little slips of paper, number them 1 to 6, 10, whichever you want to do, put them in a bag, hat, box, something that you can draw out of, draw numbers for the game. Okay, so we've got our blank math problem here, and what we're going to do is we are going to pick 3 different exercises for the blanks. Okay, so for my first blank, I'm going to do arm circles. For my second blank, I'm going to do punches. And then I'm going to have them equal twists. Now the exercises themselves don't have to be related. I mean, arm circles plus punches do not equal twists, but for the purposes of the game, you're just picking 3 exercises that you can do safely. Now with our die, we are going to roll to fill in the first 2 blanks. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice, and whatever comes up, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to write that in the first box. Okay, and I'm going to roll the dice again. 3, write that in the second box. All right, and now I'm going to do the number of that exercise. So we've got 5 arm circles together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got 3 punches. So get those fists up. 1, 2, 3. And now here's where the math comes in. We've got 5 plus 3. So we've got 5 plus 3. So if we start with 5, add 3, 6, 7, 8. And so now we do 8 twists. Okay? So we would do 8 twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now we're going to do it over again. You're going to repeat the process several times until you get a good, solid, decent workout in. So I'm going to erase what I already have in there. Okay, and now I'm starting over. The first step was to assign exercises to each blank space. So I'm going to do reach across. And while we're reaching, I'm going to go ahead and do some reach overs. And I'm going to have them equal some bus drives. Okay, or bus drivers. Okay, so let's roll to see what we are adding up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes in our first spot. Okay, now let's roll again. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That will go into our second spot. All right, so now that we've got those 2, we are going to do them together. 6 reach across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4 reach overs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now let's add them together. So we are starting out with 6, and now we have to add 4. So if we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means we are doing 10 bus drivers. So we got that steering wheel and we are turning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's do another round. So I'm going to erase what I have and start over, okay? For my first exercise this round, I'm gonna do pot stir. Pot stir is similar to like a cabbage patch, where we are getting a big pot and stirring, okay? Pot stir. The next we are going to do side bends. And the last thing we are going to do is swims. Okay? Forgive my handwriting. Sometimes it's all uppercase, sometimes it's lowercase. All right, so we're gonna roll to see how many pot stirs we're gonna do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many side bends? 1, 2. Okay, so let's start with our pot stirs. Start with that handle in nice and tight and go all the way around that big pot. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are doing 2 side bends. Ready? 1, 2. Okay? So now we have to add them up. We're starting with 5 and we're adding 2. So we have 5, 6, 7. Okay? 7. All right, so now we have to do 7 swims. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Let's clear this out to do another equation. All right. We're going to start with some flies. Okay? Some flies. All right. And then we are going to move on to some shoulder press. Shoulder press. All right. And then we are going to end on some chest expansions. All right, let's roll to see how many flies we're going to end up doing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's roll to see how many shoulder presses we are going to end up doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's do those. We got 4 flies. So just like a bird, wings go up, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are doing 6 shoulder press. So hands right at that shoulder height. Press up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, now it's time to add those together. So if we're starting with 4 and we're adding 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's get to 10 chest expansions. And our chest expansions are, our hands are in front and we go out wide. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do one more together. Let's do one more together. The first one I'm going to add in here is going to be rows. Rows. The next one I'm going to add in is going to be sprinklers. Got a lot of people loving the sprinklers. Sprinklers, did I spell that right? Yeah, sprinklers. All right, and then the last thing we are going to do is some bicep curls. Okay, so let's roll to see how many rows we are going to do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. All right, let's roll to see how many sprinklers we're going to end up doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now we're going to start with our rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 sprinklers. We're going across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have to add these up. We've got 5 plus 6. So if we're starting out with 5 and we're adding 6, we go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 bicep curls. So we're going to start with our arms down and curl our biceps. You got to squeeze both of your biceps. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Great job, guys. We went through multiple equations here. If you want to do this at home, like I said, you can do it on a piece of paper. If you don't have a dice or a die, a singular dice, you can draw the numbers out of a hat. You can also get creative. You can make the exercises anything that you are comfortable with. You can do push-ups, sit-ups, dance moves, anything that you want to do that will get you up and get you moving, jumping jacks, anything, okay? Also, you can switch up the math if you want. If you wanted to do subtraction, you could do that. Multiplication, it could get a little hairy. You could end up with some pretty big numbers over there if you're doing multiplication. So I would stick to addition. That's going to be the best thing, especially if you're doing with a dice. You're going to end up with some numbers that are big but not too big, okay? So anyways, you guys did great with that. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Until next time, be safe, enjoy yourself, and I will see you next time with something else.